Hello. Okay, so it's been a while. I mean, no, it's been a while, but I haven't shown my face in a while. Because I don't really like to show my face anyways. But I decided to show my face today because I want to say thank you for the 100 subscribers mark reached 2 days ago. I think I've seen it's gone down again, but obviously that's gonna go up and down. Oh well. But I just wanted to say thanks. I have no idea who subscribed to me, but I'm glad, some of my videos have been informative. So yeah, exciting. I started with 17 subs. Now I'm on 100 subs. So yeah, I can't complain. Let's get into the tutorial. All right, so today we're going to be looking at how to recognize major, minor, and diminished triads, on white keys by using an imaginary shape method. What does that mean? Some of these triads have the similar shape, and I'll show you. For example, let's start with the major shapes. So C, right, F, and G, you could draw an imaginary straight line. I could literally, if I wanted to, I could, join them together and it would look like a straight line basically. But obviously I'm not going to draw on the keyboard, but you can imagine it. And that's the same for F, because we know it's F, A, and C. Look. Another imaginary straight line, and then G. G, B, and D, major triad. That's my other imaginary straight line. So C, F, and G have the same shape, basically. The next set of shapes will be D, E, and A. Why is that? So let's play the D major triad. As you can see, if I wanted to join the dot, I could literally draw an imaginary nabla shape, basically, which is like a triangle, pretty much. But it's not a straight regular triangle because the right side is slightly smaller than the left. So I'll just say nabla instead of triangle, right? And the same thing happens when we play an E major triad. So on the E, G sharp, and B, look. See? You can literally draw it. And also on A, you have the same thing. So A, C sharp, and E, which is what you need to make an A major triad. That's your nabla shape. So for D, E, and A, they all have a nabla shape or a triangle shape. The next we can look at will be a special one for the major, which is B. So with B, you could, let's see, B, D sharp, and F sharp. If you were to join these dots together, it'll make up an oblique line, as you can see. And it's the only one that it's unique to its major shape on the white key, right? So it has one white key, the B, and two black keys. So D sharp and F sharp are the two black keys. And that's the only one that's shaped differently, that has its unique shape. And that's for the major triad, okay? So now let's look at the minor triads on the white keys. So C minor, F minor, and G minor, right, have a nabla shape. See, you can draw the shape, but the smaller side is on the left side. So as you can see, the C, D sharp, and G, the same thing, same shape with the F, G sharp, and C. That's your F minor. And the same thing goes with the G minor. So G, A sharp or B flat, and D. I could draw my nabla line and imagine a nabla triangle where the smaller side is tilted more to the left, basically, if that makes any sense. The other sets of minor triads for the white keys will be the linear shapes. So D, E, and A have the same linear shape for minor triads. So your D, your F, and your A could draw a linear shape. Same thing with the E, G, B, that's your E minor triad. You know, I could draw my line, my nice line. And then finally the A minor, which is A, C, and E. Let's push this up. You can literally draw your imaginary line, sorry. And then the last one again that has its own unique shape will be the B minor, which we know is B, D, and F sharp. Well, let's put the white one so you can see better. F sharp. Oops. As you can see, you can draw your oblique line, your imaginary oblique line, just like this. And that's your B minor. So on the white keys, we could say B minor is the only one that has its own unique shape, right? That doesn't share it with other keys or notes, I would say. I hope that makes sense. Right, so now let's move on to the diminished triads. So C and G share the same diminished shape. So we're gonna put C, then E flat, because you know the third is flat and the fifth degree is flat, or the fifth note is flat, which is G. That's your diminished. You can literally draw an imaginary oblique line, as you can see. And you can do the same for G diminished. So G, B flat, M, D flat. Let's put it this way. Can you see your oblique line? And there you have your G diminished shape. Next set will be the D, E, and A, where you still have the oblique shape. Let's put this way. Right? You could draw your oblique shape, but the difference is you have two white keys and one black one. Okay? Same thing with E diminished. So E, G, and B flat. Let's move it this way so you can draw your oblique shape. See your oblique line? Oops. Same thing with E. The same shape is for the A diminished. So A, C, and E flat. Oops, let's position this way. And you can draw your imaginary oblique line. And that's your other set of diminished shapes on the white keys. The last two that are slightly different will be F and obviously B, because B, I call B the rebel B. We'll look at the F diminished, and you already know it will be F, A flat, or G sharp, let's put the white one, and B. This is the only one in the diminished shape world where the shape is actually a triangle for F, right? It has its own unique shape for diminished. And it's the same story for B. However, the B basically looks like a major chord. B diminished basically looks like, B diminished basically looks like a minor chord. So B, D, and F, I could draw my imaginary straight line. It's the only one that has a straight line for diminish, B. But it looks exactly like a minor chord on D. So D looks like this. E as well looks like, E minor as well looks like this. A minor as well looks like this. Linear shape. And guess what? B diminished also looks like this. So B, once again, has its own unique shape for diminished. Same thing with F. Okay? So to recap, you have notes that share the same shape when it comes to triads. And you also have exceptions for the Y keys. So the next not the next series. The next episode we'll do the same, but we're gonna go through it for the black keys. And that's gonna be also very interesting. So yeah, I hope this tutorial made sense. I hope it's gonna be useful, and I'll see you in the next one.